Tiger Cup. I'm Dwarf, and I am joined by Hudson, and we have the matchup today being Florida Mayhem versus the Philadelphia Fusion. It's gonna be a good match coming up. So, Hudson, what do you have to say about the first map of the first match? You're muted, by the way. Okay, well, each team is gonna be trying to come into the preseason strong. Trying to get a good start to the season, come out of the gate strong. Got starting lineups here. Ryuka Sim 99, Spelling Fail, Mandu, Z-Day Swag 347, D-Day 420, and Sakura for Philadelphia Fusion. So both teams are saying that they're ready, so we're just waiting on the match to start now. And then for TC Mayhem, we have your boy Wings, Obamacare, Joe Mama 69, Holdini, Cherry, and Fitz.
Yo, sorry about that earlier. Yeah, I'm Hudson. I'm new here, so I don't really know any of these players. I played for Negation at the very end of last season, but I don't really know anybody in this league, so I'm new here. But I hope I get to know everybody, get to know how good they are, how these guys play, and hope it's entertaining.
So we are into Lijiang Tower as the first map. Starting on the garden stage. Waiting on each team to make their picks.
Ready for battle.
Alright, and it looks like double shield coming out from both teams, but it's going to be double shield with Orisa and Ryan potentially coming out from Florida Mayhem, while the Philadelphia Fusion are running a Ryan Wrecking Ball potentially. So
5, 4,
as we are going to get into this map,
1.
the sim teleport from Philadelphia Fusion, that should give them a quick start on the point. Joe Mama nearly falling off of the point. However, he's able to get across the other side. TP comes out, brawling all over the point. Fire Strike comes out. Each team brawling at the Ryan falls for Philadelphia Fusion. Joe Mama with 2 here in the early fight. Cherry's going to be picked off, as well as tanks. But your boy Wings is going to be able to clutch it out, it looks like. But the Symmetra turret are still out there. It's still anybody's fight right now. As Spelling Fail takes down Obamacare, that is going to be the first fight going the way of Philadelphia Fusion.
Dang, dude, those DPS really popped off hard. That red team, Ryan died first. I really thought they were about to lose that, but somehow they made it work.
Yeah, just the point control that you can get with Symmetra is so good on this map. It's gonna be interesting to see how Florida Mayhem are gonna have to adjust to dealing with this with their double shield. But it looks like a far rotation around are gonna take down Ryuka Sami or Ryuka Sim, so really pick off there.
Yeah, this flank is very creative. Ryan going straight to spawn. I've never seen this before. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they are spawn camping the enemy McCree. They do know they have to get to point, right?
I guess they just have a thing for that create. I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen this before, but this is amazing. New ideas. New
Very
gameplay.
able to kill him, so now there might be some aggression. Obamacare is gonna fall, but he has his turret
Ryan
up.
charges straight in. Goes. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That was insanity. Did you see what Joe Mama just did? Did you see that? He charged straight into their team. He goes over the ledge, flies over. As Reinhardt, he's charging over this area, and he brings the Ana with him. I've never seen that. That's some that's some Overwatch League level crap right there.
Even fight so far, but Spelling Fail again. the Symmetra with the turrets, so powerful, especially against this double shield comp. They're gonna invest the sound barrier and the bongo here are gonna be able to get 2 picks off the back of that. So still anybody's fight here, but Florida Mayhem really have to win this fight if they want a chance to flip this point.
Yeah,
Shatter comes out and it's big, able to get 1 at first, but gonna be slept up. And although Sakura is gonna fall for that.
Yeah, red team has 90% up here, and blue team's only at about 15 as of right now. So all red team needs to do is win 1 fight. They have the Shatter, they have the Nano. Hopefully they can make it work. Blue team has the Blade and the Torbjorn ult here, but that's pretty much all for now. Honestly, my money's on red team here. Thinking they're gonna win this next fight.
Yeah, the Blade doesn't really have anything to boost it with. There's not gonna be any, unless you just follow the Discord targets. There's not a nano, there's not a damage boost. So not really the ideal composition for the Genji. Blade comes out and the Torbjorn ult. Blade finds 2 and the Torbolt finds 1. That's massive ults from the DPS. There are gonna be enough to secure that point, but only 1 ult was used by Philadelphia Fusion, and that was the Shatter. They still have 3 ultimates available.
Yeah, so now blue team has 0 ultimates, red team has 3. The ult economy for red team is looking much better for this next fight. I'd be genuinely surprised if blue team somehow found a way to get sound barrier and win it. But like, it's so heavily favored in red team right now. That'd be a miracle.
Yeah, Cherry has switched over to the Ana as well. So gonna finally have that Nano Blade potential. Gonna be using the beat early in this fight. Able to get the Ana off the map, finds 2. So Fitz able to put in some work here, and Obamacare finds the Reinhardt. So this fight is so much in the advantage of Florida Mayhem that it looks like they're gonna wrap up this team fight, and they have a very big advantage. A lot of ultimates that were used there from Philadelphia Fusion.
Yeah, that Lucio 2K was actually massive. That saved the round right there.
2 picks coming out early, and Obamacare, each player getting their picks, and it's pretty much over unless this minefield is able to find a large amount of people, but it's not enough. And now with Spelling Fail, the only person left on the team alive, not going to be able to touch. So a very good turnaround there from Florida Mayhem.
That is absolutely crazy, dude. Yo, eyes on this Lucio. He just saved that round. That's unbelievable. They were down 3 ults, or maybe not 3, 2, I believe. But no, they were down 3. That's correct, because they used their Torbolt, they used their Genji ult. The other team had the Nano, the Valk, and the Simwall, and they still won because the Lucio picked 2 at the beginning of the fight. That's amazing. Talk about clutch Lucio plays, you know. That's entertaining. That's why people like watching Red Shell. They like watching Lucios pop off. Almost like a DPS with like high mobility. High mobility never dies. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I like seeing.
Yeah. Double Shield is going to be coming out from teams again, but this time Mondu over to the Sigma. Still have Holdini and Joe Mama on the Ryan Orisa. Very interesting composition, but the Symmetra's coming out from both sides as well. Going to be trying to TP onto point. TP comes out from Spelling Fail, but it's going to be taken out immediately, though. A lot of damage going out immediately. Fitz has fallen, but I don't know where the TP was. Joe Mama finds D-Day, and that's a double. Takes himself off of the map as well. Lots of damage coming out here from each side, but it's going to be Florida Mayhem able to get this first cap. Joe Mama saying main tank difference in the chat. Getting a little bit toxic.
Blue team Ryan, all game he's been doing this. We've seen him with the ego charges. He's been going straight through the enemy team, and it's working. I love this dude.
Yeah, Joe Mama's able to get in a lot of damage early. Your boy getting aggressive, able to find the Junkrat before the fight can even start, and now it's got to be a reset. You can't take this fight 5v6.
Yeah. We know ult's coming up exactly yet. We might see the Doom ult early next fight if he's able to charge it. Same with Diana. Oh, that's a big anti.
Yeah,
There's
that anti
90 already. Okay.
That anti could be enough to get some picks with the Doomfist, but not gonna be able to get those done.
Hey, wait, if she builds this nano though, that'll be big. As long as
Yeah,
she
it
pops
does have the
there it
nano,
is.
drops it on the Doomfist. The big shatter comes out, but not gonna be any follow-up. 2 kills going the way of Florida Mayhem, but not gonna end up being enough. But still winning this fight, even though the res comes out. Joe Mama trades again for Mondu, but it's still a little bit too little too late, and that trade doesn't really benefit. But Obamacare gets the kill from beyond the grave, I think, there. Point is going to finally flip over to Philadelphia Fusion. A very well played team fight there.
So yeah, now blue is in a pretty rough spot because red ultimate economy is looking a bit better. We'll probably see that here.
Yep, the Bongo and the Valkyrie are going to come out. Shatter as well. Mondu falls, but Swag trades out for Obamacare. Blade comes out, able to find one, but still a very even fight. But Florida Mayhem still coming out on top. Shatter invested a little bit.
Just ego Shatter. No, and Shatter is nobody. Just to prove that it's a main take difference. He doesn't even care. He'll just throw that thing on the ground. He's still gonna win. He knows he is. That's amazing, dude. This guy has the confidence of like super. Okay, so initially I thought since they had the Nano Blade up, I thought red team was gonna win. Apparently it doesn't even matter. He only got 1 pick with Blade. They didn't even Nano Blade. I don't know what this coordination is, but they gotta work on it.
Switched over to the Tracer, a massive ante before the team fight even starts. The Gravitic Flux goes and finds both healers. That could be big if one of them dies, but not being able to finish off the kills. The ultimate's coming out from both sides. Nano Rhyme, but the big tire from Ryuki Sim might be enough. The res comes out onto you boys. So still either team's fight, but if any more picks go a team's way, it might be over. Yeah, boy gets that pick, but Joe Mama is gonna follow as well. Still anybody's fight here. Obama with a big kill onto Ryuka. It looks like Florida Mayhem are going to be getting the better of this fight, and they're going to flip it at 98% mark. This is likely going to be it, and Florida Mayhem are going to take map 1 of the first match of the preseason. Florida Mayhem take 2-0.
Yeah, this Reinhardt is so aggressive. I just love this. This is amazing. You don't see this too much at higher levels because they get punished for a lot of these things he's doing. But here, it's working so well, and he's abusing it. It's amazing to see.
Here in the play of the game, your boy with the big blade through the ante, able to get 3 there. Just big plays from all members of Florida Mayhem. That's going to be Lijiang Tower going the way of Florida Mayhem. So I believe it is going to be Philadelphia Fusion pick coming into this next round. Oh, so we're on that break? Okay. Okay.
All good. Well, Drayton, any opinions on the
And welcome back. We're going to be going on to this next map, King's Row. We have some substitutions coming in as well, but we're going to be going to King's Row, a classic Overwatch map. Going to be probably seeing some Ryan Zarya here, as that's the most common strat for this map. So it's going to be interesting to see if the proposed main tank difference from Joe Mama is going to stand.
Totally. A lot of this first point on King's Row will be the main tanks navigating space and making angles for their DPS to get picks here. So as long those main tanks, they can't just charge into the backline anymore. That's going to be a lot harder on this first point. That's I'm gonna like to see how Joe Mama does, because his strategy is usually just charging into the backline and hoping it works. So it might be a little more interesting for him. Honestly, if his team can keep up with him, though, they might be able to make it work anyway, which is crazy. But you know what? If they do that, mad respect.
Yeah, if he gets those bubbles, if he gets those nanos, gets those nades, it's very possible that he could continue to play with this aggressive play style, and it's going to be interesting to see how Philadelphia Fusion adapt and try and change to counter that Ryan play. Maybe run a Brigitte to try and stun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they're running that same strategy, they know this Ryan's aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if blue team here, if they ran like a more brawl style comp, maybe one sniper or one hit scan that can go from long range, and then somebody to stay with the Ryan so they can capitalize on his opportunities that he makes when he goes in like that and when he plays aggressive. Because if they play around him, they can actually get a lot of value. Like that gets you so much more value than not playing as a team and playing safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of value that can be found here. Going to be similar strategies coming out. The Bastion, the defensive Bastion coming out from Philadelphia Fusion far as well. It's a very interesting composition, so could be changing that on the offense. They do have that opportunity, but it looks like the Tracer Echo is going to be coming out for sure from the Florida Mayhem.
Yeah, like I said, I think they're going to try to play more around that Ryan. They got the Brig with him. They got the Discords. They have the Orisa. She can play aggressive in Brawl because she has her because of her ability. I haven't watched. I forget what it's called. The one where she gets more HP. But yeah, they're playing around this Ryan here. So let's see how much value they can get.
They're going to teleport onto the high ground with the Bastion to engage here. Going to get all of the damage in, but he's going to be taken down. There's no shields up there. And the pick comes out on Joe Mama, so it's still anybody's fight here. Slowly the tides are turning. Z-Day might die here. He is discorded and low, but able to survive for a bit longer. Spelling Fail has fallen, so I think the defense is likely going to hold here. Are they going to give up a tick is the question here, but it looks like the Philadelphia Fusion have turned it around to be able to get at least one tick, potentially two. The Bastion does fall. 61% might be the end of this attack here from the Philadelphia Fusion.
Yeah, I believe so. Looks like we already got a trance up for the blue team here. I think that we will probably see that used when we shatter, when the enemy team shatters, or when they grab. The thing is, they already have shatter, so that might come out first.
Early rally to engage here. A lot of ultimates coming out here early. Joe Mama and Houdini, though, finding the picks that are needed to open up this fight for man advantage now. Transcendence pop for some reason, even though they are already quite a bit up. Kind of interesting there.
I think that was an accident.
Yeah, probably was. They had cleanly won that fight. A lot of switches coming out, running the double hit scan now. The Spelling Fail onto the Ashe and Ryuka Sim onto the McCree, and it turns out to get a pick. And now this might be the opportunity that Fusion have needed to open up this first point. Joe Mama has fallen, so now they're up 2, and this could be where the tides start turning, where you can sim on to pick on a Fitz, and now with no heals, it should be an easy first point capture for Philadelphia Fusion.
Yeah, looks like that's gonna be that. After they used the trance on accident, the enemy team had a free grab, which just instantly gave them the fight. Not instantly, because the Rhine, the main tank, was still alive for red, but it wasn't enough because his aggression caused him to die again. He pushed up a little too far and got bursted. They have the Ashe, they have the Kree, they have the high power Zarya, they have the Baptiste. They have a ton of burst damage, and if he doesn't respect that, he's gonna keep getting punished.
Yeah, the double main tank strategy is very interesting too. The Rhine and Orisa has come out for the second map in a row. The stun onto Rhine as he tries to drop the Shatter and he loses his life. The Flang Shatter not going to be successful here. Gonna get res, but it's gonna cost Fitz his life. The Nano comes out, and that's gonna be a very clean team fight win for Philadelphia Fusion.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even think that Ryan should have gone for that. Even if he does hit that Shatter, they're at the enemy spawn. They'll be there immediately. You'll have to go all the way back. You're not saving yourself that much by attempting that in a 5v6. He was down his Echo that fight. He went for it anyway. I don't think it was worth it personally.
There's also just no way that the rest of his team could follow up on it. It was so out of position that there couldn't have been any sort of damage to find the kills. Super does fall to Sakura though, so that's gonna be an early pickoff. Lots of ults coming out. Shatters coming out, but so far pretty even picks going out. Team now down 2 members. You boy with a third pick though. Gonna be shifting the sides in favor of the defense, but Mondu finds 2 with 1 right click, so Philadelphia Fusion now have a second breath of air here. The Bob comes out, but Sakura has fallen. Might not be enough to keep this fight going. Able to take down Super, but that's probably gonna be it if it's able to kill Spelling Fail, and that's a tough place to lose a fight.
Yeah, that's definitely rough for them. Oh, okay. Well, there's a pick on the blue team. It's unfortunate for them. They'll be back though before the fight starts, I assume. Okay, so we have ults coming in from both teams. We have 3 ults on the red, 3 ults on the blue. Looks like blue is more damage, high damage. They have the Shatter and the Ferret combo that can be high damage. Red team has the Grav and then the Nano.
Yep, Florida Mayhem winning it with that Shatter and Barrage, able to get 2 picks from that. The interesting transcendence here again, but Florida Mayhem are gonna be able to win that fight. But it seemed like the transcendence was a little bit unnecessary. Super gonna be switching off of the Pharah onto the Tracer.
Yeah, I'm looking at both team comps, and they seem a little funky, honestly. I feel like they could be optimized much more than they are currently. I mean, enemy red team was just running 2 hit scans. We're still on an Echo after 4 fights, I believe. I think we could swap that out for maybe a better pick as maybe a Kree or something, so that you still have that stun. You have the high damage that you want to offer as Echo, and then you also have a little more damage and versatility.
Yeah, the dual Genji's coming out. Joe Mama getting very aggressive is being grabbed for that aggressiveness, but Sakura is gonna fall as well. Super, the dual Genji's coming out, but Fitz finds 2 with the help of his wall, and that's gonna be a 1 team fight for Florida Mayhem. Very strong here on this defense. 30 seconds left. Super is getting closer to that blade, although the Nano is gonna be there for Spelling Fail. Mandu going over to the Sigma to go back to the double shield kind of in the last minutes here. The aggressive full hold here though with the duplicate. Mandu is gonna fall as well, and this is all not how they wanted it to go for Philadelphia Fusion. Florida Mayhem just holding them in their spawn and gonna be not able to get to second point on King's Row.
Yeah, out of that Echo, we see that big ego energy there, just like the Rhine. We see her go to their spawn. We see her copy the Rhine, shatter them right there. She doesn't want them to touch cart there, so she's doing that so that she can stall their time and win the round. And it's honestly not that bad of a strategy as long as you're good at it. You got to be a little sneakier than her, though, if you want to do that at a higher level.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Fusion are going to have a really good hold here if they want to come out with a win here on Kings Row. It's still a very winnable map here for them, but they're going to have to turn it around on defense.
Ready for battle.
Very interesting defensive comp. They're going to be running the Genji, it seems like, with the Ana Mercy. That's the best healing comp you can give to a Genji. So overall, a very good decision there. The Sombra coming out as well. Probably going to want to be focusing in on that Echo, on the duplicates. Just try and deny as much value from her very high impact abilities.
I'm thinking that that Sombra knows that Ryan is aggressive. I'm thinking she's gonna try to punish him for that a little bit.
Yeah,
he's always gotten a little too far, and he gets punished sometimes. But he uses his shield to get out occasionally. If he doesn't have his shield, he'll get destroyed, and I think that's what their Sombra's hoping for.
Yeah, Sombra getting the hack onto super early. Not gonna be able to finish off the kill, but that's just. That pressure that's added there is so powerful. Mondu gonna be falling a bit low, and Mondu's gonna be playing the Rhyme this time. Z-Day Swag has been playing the majority of the main tank, but now Mondu is gonna be running that Reinhardt, able to pick off Joe Mama, but Super's picked off Ryuka Sim, and they've already given up almost 2 ticks, so gonna have to come into this fight a bit more aggressively. Failing Fail is going to fall, and still very winnable for Philly, but they are facing an uphill battle here. The Genji goes in deep. The charge onto Holdini might be enough to finish him off, but Mondu falls instead and invests the Shatter while he's at it. That's a very unfortunate set of circumstances there, but the first point is going to be coming over to Florida Mayhem, and they have a very big time bank to capture, only almost to second point.
Dude, this guy with his ego shatters, I like this, man. He's literally just doing it to the ground. Oh, like, look at this ego. He's going up against a Zarya and a Ryan. He doesn't really care. He just charges in. He just
there. This is so aggressive. The Mercy going in with the Valkyrie, able to come back and get the res. This is quite the full push up here from the offense. He's just charging in.
Again.
What is that? What is that?
These are some top 500 strategies if I've ever seen them before.
It's creative. I don't know if it's inspirational. This man is definitely a sicko though. EMP comes out, gonna try and be enough to flip this for Philadelphia Fusion. The hack comes out onto Super. He's gonna be taken down, and now the Philadelphia Fusion can finally get to point. Kev Butt just emoting on cart.
Yeah, these guys gotta make Joe Mama calm his ego down a little bit when a fight.
He's just sitting there. I don't know if they know that he's there.
I don't think so.
The hack comes out onto the Mercy, and the Sombra has exposed themselves. Mercy's gonna be hunting her down, able to get the kill onto Ryuka. A lot of ultimates coming out, but Florida Mayhem seems to be getting the better of this fight. Already up 4. It's now just down to Mondu, and with the cart this close, it's probably gonna be map number 2 going the way of Florida Mayhem.
So what we saw there was red team, they popped the Nano Blade, blue team popped the Orisold, the Bongo, and they also popped the Blade. So they had, wait, they're not pushing current.
They're just, I think this is a bit BM. They want the game to keep on going. This is, they're finally
there it is, there it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Victory.
That was
Yeah, but we saw the Nano Blade out of blue team there, or wait, which team was it?
it was from Florida Mayhem.
Yeah, okay, so we saw Nano Blade out of Mayhem. We saw the Bongo Genji out of the other team, which actually worked much better. They worked much better because they had that aggression with the Ryan. He got the boost from it as well. So he had damage boost hammer. He was going forward, making space for everybody else to push up with him. Since you have an aggressive run player like that, you can get much more value out of bongos when you're in a situation like that than they will be able to out of just one Nano Blade.
Yeah, back when Genji was really, really good in the Overwatch League, they used to run Orisa with a Zenyatta so you could Transcendence and Bongo for your blade to kind of be a
Yeah.
better Nano Blade.
Yeah, that's kind of the strategy that we're seeing there from the Mayhem.
Just executed a little bit different. Florida Mayhem are gonna be taking Kings Row 2-1 heading into halftime. They only need one more map win to win the series, so gonna have to see something more from Philadelphia Fusion if they want to come back into this game. Florida Mayhem setting themselves up well going into the first game of this preseason.
Yeah, I mean the egos on these guys are looking insanely big. This is crazy what we're seeing out of them. We see them not capping point. We see them charging off the map. We see them a Mercy battling a Sombra. Like this team is alpha. This team is alpha. I don't know if there are more teams like that in this league because yeah, I'm new, but I'd love to see stuff like this. This is amazing.
Yeah, so now we're gonna head into the halftime break and coming back in a couple minutes. So hope to be seeing you then.
And we're back. So we actually have the player Joe Mama, the Reinhardt for the Mayhem. We have him in here. Hello.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's hello? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm
Hello.
sorry, my
Oh.
Discord just froze. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
You're good, dude. And we have the captain of the Mayhem, Sleepy.
Yep. What's up?
Okay, so Sleepy, how are you feeling so far after the first two maps?
I really like how our team is playing. I feel like our unique playstyle has thrown them off guard, and it has allowed us to have an advantage in these early maps.
What do you think that playstyle is? What are you guys doing that they aren't?
We're playing extremely passive. Like we have Orion playing back.
Okay. That's interesting. So you guys normally practice this passive strategy and in practice scrims and that kind of stuff, and it works for you?
We don't practice. Actually, we've never practiced. Honestly,
So you guys are just built different, is what I'm
we're
hearing.
we're just yeah, we're built different.
Okay, if you had one tip for the enemies to counter what you're doing right now with your passive strategy, what would you say to them? What would that tip be?
You can take this one, Chris.
Sorry. Just kill the Ryan that's charging into your team, please.
Okay.
I'm getting away with the you need to punish more. I'm playing very passively, and you have to punish me whenever I play aggressively, like Discord's anti stuff like that, because that hasn't been happening. I've been getting countercharged, which is good.
Okay. I think we've seen a couple situations with that Reinhardt play being a little aggressive on occasion and getting punished. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You're winning the game. Any words from you, Drayton? Do you have anything to say to these guys?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Let's get the second half started, I guess. I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys finish out this round in this match.
Yeah, same here. And I think that's all. You guys have any other words?
I do not.
Not for me. Oh my. Let's go.
All right.
Hold me. Oh, classy. Swap out.
And welcome back. We're going into potentially the final map of our series today, Mayhem versus Fusion. Fusion have already taken Mayhem already taken a 2-0 lead over Fusion, and if Mayhem finish off this next map, which is going to be Volskaya Industries, it will end the series here today, taking their preseason win. Now going on to Volskaya, we've had a couple more roster changes going through. Wings has moved over to tank, and Obamacare has moved over to DPS. So going to be interesting to see how these role switches are going to affect how Mayhem play.
Yeah, I agree. Now that we don't have that passive Ryan Joe Mama with that passive strategy he was talking about, now that we don't have that in here, they may not thrive as effectively as they were before because their whole team comp was revolving, you know what I'm trying to say, around that Ryan. So it's going to be interesting looking how they play without him.
Yeah, could be wanting to switch off of the Rhine entirely. I want to switch to potentially a Sigma, or I don't know, switch up to a not Reinhardt composition.
Whatever they can make work.
Yeah, if they run the Reinhardt again with your boy, it's gonna be confusing as to why they switched.
Initiating match.
But we have to see what they end up doing.
Yeah. Another thing is apparently they don't practice. So I'm surprised they even know who's playing which maps. Like if they don't even practice. I mean, it's not like they're bad. They're clearly like winning this game. But that is so strange for them to just say that they don't practice at all. I mean, if they have synergy and stuff, good for them. But I've never seen a team that doesn't practice get to like playoffs.
Yeah, they're going to be playing Ryan Zarya. So maybe just winning a different play style out of the Rhine on this defense.
Potentially.
So Philadelphia, not entirely sure what they're going with, but Florida Mayhem going to be going with the Ryan Zarya and the Torb Tracer here.
Yeah, I actually really like the Mayhem comp here. I'm not gonna lie to you. They have a defensive ult. They have good I literally can't think of the term.
Synergy?
Not necessarily. I'm talking about. Okay, sorry, I'm washed. What's that term where you have like anti? Like, what is that called? You know what I'm talking
Anti
about?
somebody? But it looks like the early aggressiveness with the Symmetra, the Ryan Zarya is going to be punished. Ryan going to fall first here in the team fight. Your boy Wings finding a kill again, so already up 2 in this fight. Likely going to be Florida Mayhem taking the first defensive fight. Mandu, though, going to be able to take down Kev, and that could be a valuable pick, but as the rest of Philly fall, it's likely going to be non-consequential.
Yeah, I'll let you know that word when I figure it out. It looks like we already have a tour bullet coming out from Mayhem. That's going to be big, as well as the sim ult from the Fusion. These two ults are going to be massive in determining next fight. Oh, that's a massive shatter.
Massive shatter, and the Molten Core comes out on top. Anno onto Z-Day, but gonna be taken down anyways. Very good combination of Allstead. The shatter there from your boy right as the enemy Reinhardt gets nanoed was just perfect time. Very well done there. Bellingfield has the wall that they seem to really want to stick with this Symmetra strategy, and I don't know if it's been paying off so far. Using the wall to engage here. Be playing around that. The big anti comes out, but beat comes out as well.
Yeah, the anti actually came. The anti actually came out there when the Rhine was antied. That's why he still fell instantly. It didn't give him any of the 300 extra HP that you'd normally get, so he just crumbled with it, which is pretty much a wasted ult. That sucks to see.
Yeah, gonna be enough so that Philadelphia Fusion can take the first point. They're gonna have nearly 4 minutes on the time clock to take this next point.
And they're starting out with 2 tank ults. I'm not sure what this is, but Mayhem does actually have their defensible. I'm assuming they're going to try to use that for the grab. And that would be a pretty good cancellation if they can get it off.
Yeah, Super able to get a pick, but B comes out in response to the grab. Really anybody's fight here. Philadelphia Fusion playing down 1. The Shatter is going to get blocked by your boy, but still 2 fall for Florida Mayhem. Grab comes out. A lot of ultimates are needing to be committed here. Obamacare gets the hammer kill. The Shatter comes out, is able to find 1. Going to be enough to finish off this defense for Florida Mayhem.
Yeah, we're also going to see another Torbolt coming out from Mayhem. We're going to see a Nano and a Mail coming out from Fusion. I think this next fight will probably be more on the side of the Fusion if they're able to push with that aggression and make space with the Mail. That's the thing that's actually kind of hard to do with May. You need to be able to make space with her ult and her wall so that you guys have an opportunity to push into the enemy and apply tons of pressure. If she's able to do that successfully, we're probably going to see a clean fight here from Fusion.
Yeah, the May ult is going to be the win condition, but Obamacare is able to take down D-Day early on in the fight. Already down 2, again with the turret taking down Bellingfield as well. The rest of the team crumbles as they lose 2 of their main members, and Obamacare getting a 3K in that fight.
Yeah, dude, that turret, 2 kills right off the bat. There's not much Fusion can do about that. They still have 2 ults, but so does Mayhem now. Mayhem still has the Torbolt. They still have the Nano. They have the Nano now. So honestly, next fight, I'm expecting Mayhem to win, just because of the fact that they have the Torbolt, and that can deny the space that May tries to give. Because zoning is really important, and you can do that with Torbolt as well as May ult. So we might see a little cancellation effect. Let's see.
Super switching over to the Ash as the Blizzard comes out. Molten Core comes out as well, as going to take down the May. So early pick on the side of Florida Mayhem. Able to get another with that turret. Someone needs to destroy it. Spellingfield finds 1 though. Able to find another. Still a very winnable fight for either side, but the Nano is going to secure it for the Florida Mayhem. And the time clock is now half of what it used to be.
So if you look at what that Turbinal wasn't really optimal. It was zoning, but it wasn't optimal. If you look at what pros do, they spread it out a lot more so that they can get a lot more surface area covered. I'm assuming this guy probably is new to Torbjorn because you don't really have too many Torb specialists, but that kind of mistake is made with newbies usually.
Yeah, the Shatter is available for you, boy. Super going over to the Junkrat off of the Ash, the Widow. Early Nano, but the Shatter again is going to be enough. Grab comes out as well, and that's just going to be a clean team fight there for Florida Mayhem. Now the clock is reaching that 1 minute mark, and if they're not able to cap with time remaining, they might be held out entirely if Florida Mayhem is able to have a good attack.
Yeah, last time we saw these ultimates up, Mayhem did pull it out. The Fusion had the grab and the Shatter. The Mayhem had the beat. That was enough for them to secure the fight, just because of how effectively they used that beat. That's probably, based on what we saw last time, I'm saying we're going to see the Mayhem win this next fight for the same exact reason. The Ryan's probably going to block the Shatter. The Zarya's going to get her grab beated.
Yeah, so potentially a very good hold coming out on second point for the Florida Mayhem. Be setting up that turret. Super able to find 1 already. They're going to commit the beat. The grab comes out, and the Shatter. Shatter finds nobody, though. The Trap able to find the Reinhardt of Philadelphia Fusion, and that's likely going to be it for this attack. But Hondu gets the kill onto Super on the way out.
Yeah, exactly what I said would happen with those ultimates that were used. The Shatter got blocked. The Zarya got beated. Now we're just here with the Torb zoning ult. I'm sure he's going to use that to keep them off of the point in OT.
Yeah, Nano comes out early onto your boy, as well as the Molten Core. Duplicate onto the Reinhardt, potentially be able to find that pick, but Super able to take down Sakura. That's a big pick. Nano comes out onto Z-Boy, but picks going either way, but in this overtime period, you can't really afford to trade picks if you're Philadelphia Fusion. You need to be winning this fight outright, and they're losing it now. So it's going to be a second point hold coming out for Florida Mayhem, and they've put themselves in a very good position to win this series.
Yeah, I definitely see why the Ryans were switched out. That other Ryan, we saw him being aggressive and getting value out of his damage numbers. This Ryan, we're seeing more of a block the enemy shatter, make sure they don't get value. Or we're seeing that more out of this this Ryan player, and this is honestly, I like this a lot more. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's working quite a bit better for Florida Mayhem, but both Ryans were effective at their roles. Probably map dependent on who got start.
Yeah, this Mayhem Ryan is able to consistently block enemy shatters and consistently hold space for his team so that they don't get pushed up on, which is pretty rare in Platinum. So I'm assuming these guys are gonna rank up instantly if they keep playing like this.
Yeah, gonna be a Ryan Zarya comp coming out again with the attack Torbjorn potentially. So be interesting to see how that's going to be worked into this. The defensive Torbjorn coming out from Spelling Fail as well. So both teams potentially running the Torbjorn.
Yeah. Well, another thing we didn't see that much of last round, or I don't even think we saw any of, was Torbjorn ultimate combos. Torbjorn has an amazing ultimate, guys. He can do so much work if you use it with one of your tanks. It doesn't matter which tank, Sigma, Zarya, Reinhardt, maybe even Ball, because of how much area you can zone if you use it effectively. Like, it is massive. If these guys like coordinate with their team a little more and their tanks a little more, they can get a lot of value.
Yep. Be getting aggressive hero. Bombacare's turret already taken down. Your boy getting antied early, gonna be taken down and punished for it. Rez comes out onto him, but the rest of the team is falling around him, so might just be giving ult charge to the enemy team. A good first fight win coming out for the Philadelphia Fusion. Gonna have to keep that up for a couple more minutes though. The aggressive pin coming out from Z-Day. He's gonna be able to kill your boy, and Cherry falls as well. So another good clean team fight won there by Philly.
Yeah, we already see Fusion with a Shatter and a Nano, and we see Mayhem with only a Shatter. So I'm assuming Fusion will be able to use that Shatter and Nano the Ryan for aggressive pressure and win this fight if they do it fast enough.
Super gets taken down and Fitz as well, both on the flank. They're going to be shutting down that any sort of attempt at a push there right out of the gate. Super going to be switching over to the Echo. Still going to be running the Torbjorn though.
Yeah, those two picks, that was a massive stagger for Fusion. It's going to give them time to build these ults and secure next fight win, hopefully.
Yeah, Super able to take down the turret, but still the ultimate advantage is in favor. The Nano comes out onto your boy. Nanos come out from both sides. Shatter's going to get blocked and counter Shatter from Z-Day. Absolutely massive. Super 8 is able to find a pick, but it's too little too late as the rest of fallen. That's going to be a team kill for Philadelphia Fusion. Where was this on the first two maps?
There is some of that zoning we saw from the Torbjorn ult there that I was talking about. We saw a little bit of zoning, how he was zoning off the right side from getting to point. That is one of the most effective strategies that you can use with Torbjorn ult, and it's amazing because he even comboed with his Shatter. It's
Yeah,
I love seeing combos like that.
Ryuka Sim with an early pick on the again. Florida Mayhem aren't really able to get a fair fight. People keep on dying before they can even get into an engagement, and they're still investing into them. Molten Core coming out, gonna be getting the Reinhardt quite a bit, able to kill the Reinhardt somehow. Rez is likely gonna be coming out, but it's gonna be killed off before it can happen. Big Grav comes out. This is probably gonna be first point to be taken by Florida Mayhem. Now just up for Florida. Bellingfield decides to go off of the map instead of give more ult charge, and now it's going to be impossible for Florida Mayhem to lose this map.
Okay, we're probably going to see a Shatter and an Echo transformation into the Flux. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming we're gonna see here from the Mayhem if they're able to get it off. But it looks like he's
Super
already dead.
falls early. But they're still committing quite a bit of they're still committing to this fight. It's gonna be interesting to see if they commit any ultimates though. That's gonna be the big determining factor, and if they're gonna be able to continue winning. Cherry is gonna be taken down, so not really a chance of winning this fight. The full retreat for Florida Mayhem as they're just trying to commit the Echo ultimate quite a bit early. Kind of interesting there. Gets the shatter, but none of the two Reinhardts are gonna block the shatter from Z-Day. Able to take down Super, but trade himself for that. But it's gonna be enough for his team to finish winning the fight.
Yeah, we see the fusion come out here, and they use 3 ults that fight, I believe. Well, there's another, but they used a lot that fight to secure that. So did Mayhem, but Fusion was able to win it just off of how they used their ults more
Keep up
effectively.
that defense though for 2.5 more minutes.
Yeah, this is definitely winnable.
Dude still has his ultimate, so it's gonna be interesting to see how the flux is used. But Super takes down Ryukasim early on, and that could be the go button here. Beat is gonna be dropped, and Obamacare finds spelling. 3 picks already. It's gonna likely be point B going the way of Florida Mayhem, and it's going to be 3-0 from Florida Mayhem. A quite convincing win over the Philadelphia Fusion today.
Yeah, definitely. I love seeing that Ryan ego gameplay. That's amazing. You can just see such confidence when you're watching them charge into the enemies and just full out start swinging their hammer and getting value. It's amazing, dude. I love that kind of stuff. That's entertainment.
Yeah, a very well played map by both teams. Gonna be going to Florida Mayhem in 3-0. So the next game happening at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So look forward to coming back for that one.
That was definitely a good first match.
Yeah, Florida Mayhem coming out of the gate strong is exactly what they needed to do.
Okay, so player of the match. Yo, anybody in chat? What do you guys think? Can we get
We're
some
probably
opinion?
muted. And we're probably.
That's
I'd
okay.
say probably Joe Mama. Yes.
I mean, sure. We saw the most crazy gameplay out of him, so
Yeah.
sure. I agree with that.
Okay. So Florida Mayhem are going to take that map 3-0 in a very convincing fashion. Player of the match is going to be Joe Mama. Just had a very dominant Ryan performance there. Was able to get quite a lot done for his team and ended up being a big part of the first 2 map wins.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Your gameplay is definitely fun to watch. Never know what's going to happen with that guy.
Yeah, so next match is going to be in about 45 minutes at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure to come back for that one.